What's going on, New York Giants fans? Hit Squad back at it with another video. We have a special guest, a familiar face back on the channel, Tone from Protech Sports Network. My brother, how you doing, man? We got the season on the line. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, man. You know what I'm saying? A little nervous, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
hey, man, welcome back to His Squad Productions, man. It's your boy Tom from the Protest. Whatever. No, back with another collab, man. Shout out, man, His Squad. Appreciate bro for having me on as always. Much love, and blessings. But
Absolutely.
I'm ready for this video, ready for this game. I will be at the game at FedEx Field. We'll be vlogging. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be bonkers. Sunday night football. It's gonna be insanity.
It is.
Insanity, I tell you.
It is. You're absolutely right. It's going to be an amazing game. I hate the fact that you're going to go there and witness Washington losing in person in the cold. I would hate that for you, man. You know I got love for you. But you guys can find Protech Sports Network's channel and Twitter in the description box below. And as always, join the Hit Squad. We're trying to hit 600 subscribers. I know we can do it. Leave a like and your thoughts below. And as always, you can follow us on Twitter. The link is in the description box.
So, what?
Now, Tone, I don't think either of us thought that we was gonna tie the last time we played each other. It was a good game. I think we could both agree both of our teams had opportunities to put the game for our respective teams away,
Heck
right?
yeah.
And to me, I think that the NFL should change the rule. With how overtime goes, I think a lot of people would agree, but this time is different. You guys are getting healthier. You're getting Chase Young back. You're coming off of a bye week after we just got our butts whooped by Philly. I mean, how are you guys feeling right now? I mean, you have to be excited going into this game, knowing that the season is on the line. You're getting healthier, and you're playing a banged up New York Giants team.
Um, I'm still a little trapped in it, honestly speaking, because I say you guys are very well coached. You guys are a very good football team. I see I lack in talent at certain positions, but like I said in the last video where we did about the last game, but I just think that I do feel good about this game. Don't get me wrong, but when this team has expectations, we are allergic to prosperity. So until this team actually proves me wrong and shuts my mouth, I'm not gonna put my full belief in these fools. I'm gonna let them show me rather than tell me. Actions speak louder than words. Commanders, show me. Show me. Not the same old Redskins or Washington football team or all the other monikers before the Commanders. Show me that this team is different. When a game's supposed to win under the big lights, you have not done that since Kirk Cousins been here. So show me something different, man. Let's
Yeah,
get it.
and honestly, as a Giants fan, as pumped as I am for this game, I mean, I said this in my game preview video. Are we gonna get the Washington Commander Slayer Daniel Jones, or are we gonna get primetime Daniel Jones? I mean, the Giants were 0-11 in primetime. That's horrible. It's embarrassing. And while I do feel confident, I'm not overlooking the Washington Commanders by any stretch of the means because even though this ended in a tie, your defensive line got to our QB a lot. Your defensive line was able to shut down Saquon Barkley in this run game. And again, you guys are getting Chase Young. So that's only going to add to that defensive line rotation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Tone, and I mean no disrespect. Whether it's Carson Wentz in that lineup, whether it's Taylor Heineke, I want either one of those quarterbacks to beat me through the air because I'm more worried about that run attack than I am through the passing ground. Only because our defense is playing a little more stout, despite the deficiencies in the secondary. But I gotta ask you, man. I mean, is Carson going to be in this lineup? Do you see that? I mean, do you see Heineke getting the nod? I mean, how are you feeling right now?
Heineke gonna get a nod this week.
Okay.
Ron's already said it that Wentz will be the primary backup this week as Taylor Heineke does play against the Giants. I will say this: if we lose this game, Carson Wentz starting the rest of the season. I think he wants to pull Taylor, but they're winning football games, so it's hard to pull a guy when you're winning games.
Absolutely.
All right, but I can also make the same argument when Cooper Rush is winning football games. The moment he lost, though, they pulled him.
Yeah, you're
So
right. You're right. No,
they
and
couldn't pull Heineke back then when we lost to the Vikings because it wasn't Wentz's backup. It was Sam Howell. You really can't pull a veteran for a rookie. You're trying to make a playoff push.
yeah,
It's just not a smart thing to do at that time, nor in that juncture of the season. So you couldn't pull him there. But I would have bet if Carson Wentz was healthy then, week 10, Wentz would have been playing with him. Wentz would still be playing now, in my opinion. But if we lose a game to the Giants, we lose a game to y'all, yeah, it's Wentz's job to lose. I mean, we'll play Wentz the rest of the season, and hopefully we can get back on track and in playoffs. But
Yeah.
allow us to into existence. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no. I mean, and you make a good point there, man. I mean, you look at what Cooper Rush was doing. I mean, he did a great job down that stretch. And, the moment they lose, Dak Prescott is somewhat back in the lineup. He's somehow healthier, and, it's just what happens, And I could absolutely see that with Washington, where if Taylor Heineke loses this game, I think Carson starts the next. If Heineke wins this game, I think Heineke's going to get the nod next week, if I'm being honest with you. And I think that he's a pretty fair quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's a fluid situation for us this season. I don't think, even if Heineke wins this game versus the Giants, I don't think that gives him the nod the rest of the season. I think that Ron is comfortable enough to play him, but he's not comfortable enough to trust him. And until I see him trust Taylor, I'm not about to say, oh, yeah, he's the guy that said, They absorbed the salary. They gave draft capital for a reason. They want to see him succeed. And this is the biggest stretch of the season. He didn't start well. He started 2-4. I get it. Struggles, turnovers, sacks. But he did throw 10 touchdown passes. And we've seen 2 games. We threw 7 touchdown passes in 2 games. So there's the flashes of good play from Carson. Just don't get the consistency because the offensive line, his immobility, and his lack of pocket awareness is horrible. Which Taylor Heineke doesn't lack the mobility nor pocket awareness, but he lacks the arm and the pocket passing. So it's like apples and oranges. You want the pocket passer who's gonna get sacked 6 times, or do you want the guy who's gonna move around and run like a crackhead? But sometimes he's not gonna make the plays you need to make down the field. But sometimes he'll make a great throw. But sometimes he'll make an improvised pick or a darn near pick where somebody drops it. Y'all could have caught 3 picks in that game. Could have caught 2 picks in 1 drive.
Yeah, we
could
have.
Know that 2 passes in his hand like these and drop them. Yep. And Fab had another one at the end of the game in the regulation. He catch that pick. Y'all like 10 yards from field goal range. Graham Gano. Oh, we win. We're out of here. Like, it was just like, bro, what the.
I hear you. No, I absolutely hear you. And during the game, I'm saying to myself, you got to come down with those catches because you could easily. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. Both teams had opportunities to put this game away, and lack of execution, penalties. I mean, you can't shoot yourselves in the foot if you want any chance of winning on Sunday. And to me, again, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Are we going to get the Washington Commanders slayer Daniel Jones that I'm used to seeing, or are we going to get the primetime Daniel Jones? Now, historically, especially at FedEx Field, Daniel Jones does well. In all 3 career games at FedEx Field, Daniel Jones is 73 of 108 passing, 813 passing yards with 7 passing touchdowns, 111 rushing yards with 1 touchdown. He has a completion percentage of 67%. I mean, he's efficient in FedEx Field. Something about FedEx Field. Same thing with Saquon Barkley.
One darn game.
I mean, they dominate. But the last time we played you guys, in all fairness, in prime time last year, we lost. And again, the Darius Slayton drop, execution. Dexter Lawrence going offside on the field goal, execution. And you guys won that game. That was a heartbreaker for Giants and, for the Giants community. But December, both teams right now, we're playing meaningful games in December. And this is where legends are made, man. I mean, as a Giants fan, I'm happy to be in this position because we haven't been in this position in quite some time. But at the same time, man, I know that you guys are hungry. You guys are very hungry coming off of that bye week, man. I mean, and the Giants, I think we have a good chance of winning this game. But at the same time, knowing that my secondary is banged up, our offensive line, especially our interior, is very suspect. If the Giants shoot themselves in the foot, if they have a game like they had, last week against Philly, or even when we played you guys 2 weeks ago, it's going to be very hard for this team to come out with the win. I'm just being honest with you. And that defensive line really scares me over there in Washington, especially in the interior with Deron Payne, man, and Jonathan Allen.
Absolute monsters, both of them boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And one thing too is for Giants fans, we look at Darius Slayton, can he redeem himself in this game? Last year, week 2, he has that crucial game winning drop. That would have easily put the Giants ahead. And then the scoreboard is looking a lot different in the end of the game. You had 2 weeks ago, he has a drop where I'm saying to myself, you got to come down with that. That sets
That's
the
a walking
Giants up in,
touchdown.
in excellent field position, even though that he had a good game. So
Yeah, he had a really good game, but that's a walking touchdown. He catches that. They're not a commander for 10 yards of him. He scores.
bro,
The
there
game is
wasn't a
over.
Commanders player within 22 yards of him. That's
All
how
right.
bad it was. That's to
It's
me, and
over.
you had
It was
people,
game over. It was game over if he catches
bro.
that.
You had people last year going at Daniel Jones saying that he should have thrown the ball better. Meanwhile, the ball hits the kid in both of his hands with no one around him. So I need him to redeem himself. I need Saquon Barkley, who he didn't have a good game against you guys 2 weeks ago. You guys shut him out, man. 18 for 63. I mean, you guys, I
He got in the
really
end zone.
thought that's just me, man. I really thought you guys really held our run attack, man, because Daniel Jones was our leading rusher. And anytime that Daniel Jones is my
Sure.
leading rusher, I kind of got a problem with it when you have Saquon Barkley on the field,
Yeah, facts. And the script.
And I got to ask you, Tone, what are you looking at in this game, man? Are there things that you're looking at that believe that you guys can come out with the win?
Yeah, I believe that you guys struggle with the run. Yeah, the cut and run, you couldn't stop the run. Uh,
Say that again.
Brian Robinson had 21 carries for 96 yards. It's
Hmm.
almost 25 yards a carry. So that I could take that. I could take that as a pro going to the game. Also, you guys let Taylor Heineke go 93 yards down the field
It was bad,
for a
man.
game tying touchdown catch to Jahan Dotson. No offense to your secondary. I think even with a Dory Jackson,
He pulled the spin move on him.
I think even with a Dory, I just don't see you guys being able to guard all three of these dudes. You could take one of them out the game, maybe. But all three of these guys, it's hard. Like
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel was an absolute dog. Fourth and four, catching 25-yard passes, back-to-back plays, catching Zion Gilbert slipping. Got him twice.
Yeah.
Jahan got him on a touchdown. Got Zion Gilbert.
Yeah.
Like that's a weak point right now, man. Fab didn't have a good game versus Terry. So I'm taking that. I'm taking that to a little bit of stock. I mean, the last thing, like you said, your offensive line, your interior, and guards and center can't block these two guys to save their life. These dudes are animals. So it's like I can take them 3 days to my bank going into this game, but I still don't trust Taylor Heineke. I still don't trust Ron Rivera's clock management skills and timeout management skills. And I don't trust Scott Turner. So it's like I got 3 pros and 3 cons. One's the starting quarterback, the other was the offensive coordinator, and the other was the daggone head coach. Like, so I am petrified. I don't know how it's gonna go. So yeah.
Man, you make some excellent points, man, because Dory Jackson's actually not going to be playing in this game. So we that right now, man, our secondary, that's why I'm saying I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous for this secondary. Now, Kayvon and Aziz, they're really thriving right now. They need to have a big game, going against Washington to really help out this secondary. Julian Love, he last week, you know, in my honest opinion, it was just a knucklehead move where he tries to go for the interception instead of, in my honest opinion, I thought he could have broke the pass up. Completely whiffs it. Devontae Smith walks into the end zone.
Yeah,
Can't
that
have
was
that.
he definitely was down. He definitely could have broke the pass up.
Absolutely. And another
Fourth
thing
down, don't
too,
break the pass up, dude. Fourth down, break the pass up.
our linebackers had to play better because you mentioned it earlier, man. Brian Robinson, 21 of 96. He was averaging 4.6 yards per carry, man. Just gashing this defense. And I saw it when I was watching the game, and I'm saying to myself, what is Jalen Smith doing? What are these players doing? Because I said it. Y'all can go back and watch that video that we did. If we can't stop this running game, it's gonna be a long day for the Giants. He's let me tell you something. I think he could be a special player. I really do think that Brian Robinson could be a special player, man. And the Giants have to be better. They have to be better in the run game. I don't know what it's going to take. The linebackers have to hit their gaps better. I need Leonard Williams if he's going to play in this game. It's looking like he may. If he's back in this game, that's only going to help the run game. But with him being out, that presence is greatly missed, man. I mean, it showed last week. So I mean, for me, that's what I'm worried about. I want Taylor Heineke to beat me because if I could stop this run attack, I trust that we can get to Taylor Heineke with our two edge rushers. That's just me though.
I can't disagree with you. Leonard Williams is a good passer from the interior too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, but at the same time, Chase Young on Evan Neal. Evan Neal had a pretty rough week last week against Philly, and he had a
that's a
fair game against
trade.
y'all, but he's had some games this week, this year, Tone, where it's definitely evident.
It could be bad.
Obviously, he's a rookie, but it's those moments where you're just like, he's a rookie. He's gonna learn. He's had those games, man. So Chase
So you
Young to
saying
me, if he's lined up on Evan Neal, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Montez Sweat too, for that matter.
Man, if Montez Sweat is on Andrew Thomas, I'll take that any day. If Chase Young is on Andrew Thomas, I'll take that any day. Evan Neal, I'm just the game he had last week again.
AT's a stud. I can agree with that.
Oh, I
I
love
can.
AT, man. I gotta get me an AT jersey. But Evan Neal's really showing, he's having some, rookie hurdles right now. But he's gonna play better. I believe he's gonna play better this
He'll be
Sunday.
fine.
You
He'll be
know,
fine.
but I'm looking at Saquon, man. I need Saquon to have that Chase Bowl game. Excuse me, that Chase Young Bowl game type of performance. I mean, when he just lit
That
y'all up,
2019
man. I need
200,
that from Saquon
200 scrimmage
Barkley.
yards, 2 TDs. Was it 3 TDs? Man, it's 3 TDs.
I think it was like two or
Tore us
three.
up. He tore us up, boy.
Bro, I need that kind of a performance by Saquon Barkley. I mean, he looks. I'm not gonna lie. He said he had his best practice the other day, that he's had all season. He has a look to him right now where I'm telling you, I have a feeling he's gonna go off this Sunday. He just has that look to him that I have not seen from Saquon Barkley. Truthfully, since the Packers game. That's just me, honestly. I have not seen that look in his eye, and we're gonna need it. We are going to need it. Uh, Tone, let me get your score predictions, bro. I really got to hear what you think, man. How you thinking this game's going?
I don't see a bunch of points. Like I said again, I don't see a bunch of points. I see your defenses be absolutely suffocating. A couple plays being made, a couple of vanilla Vic runs from Mr. Vanilla Jones. And I see tell how you making a play or two that's big, a big 4th and 5 throw to someone like Terry or something. It's going to be one of them tight contested games.
Okay. You know what?
23 21 Commanders.
Okay.
A tight one, a real tight one. You guys get the ball. Y'all can't get into really solid field goal range. Graham Gano got kick it from 60 and he misses.
Okay. Okay. I like how specific you got. I like how
After the
specific you
ball
got.
line, you get into some do we kick this field goal? Do we go for it? Go for the win, F it. Okay. Kick is up. Bong bong bong.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right. We kind of close. We kind of close. I do think this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be, a good game defensively for both teams.
I agree.
Hopefully it's better for the Giants than it is for Washington, but I actually have this game being 24-20. I think it's going to be that close. And my prediction is I think Kayvon Thibodeau gets 2 sacks in this game. And one of them, it will be a strip sack. He will get that ball out of Taylor Heineke's hand because he couldn't do it last week. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago. Because that was just a monster hit. Credit to Taylor Heineke holding on to that ball. But man, I need a big time performance by this team, man. Because again, we're playing meaningful games. If the Giants win this game, the playoff odds jump to 89%. If we lose, they jump down to they plummet to 35%. So I need this team to win. I need this team to get back to winning because we've been losing games. The vibes seem pretty fair right now in the locker room. Everyone seems to, be keeping their head up and still believing and still fighting for the coach. But season's on the line. Season is on the line, and what
I
better way to
have it.
have it than the division rival on Sunday night, man? Sunday night, bro. I'm feeling Ooh, I'm feeling pumped, man. And I'm telling you, we gonna
You gotta
beat
break the
that
Daniel Jones
ass.
curse.
We gonna beat that ass, Tone. And we gonna come back and talk about it. But we gonna, you heard it here first, man.
No, don't lose. That's all I'll say.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
lose.
no,
Don't
please.
lose. Don't lose.
New
Don't
York
lose.
Giants, do not
I'm
lose
not.
because
I'm
I'm
not.
talking out my
I,
face right now, and I don't do that. Y'all know me. So
I'm not gonna trash talk you if y'all lose. I'm just say, give you 2 words. That's tough. Tough.
okay,
Like,
I
hey,
respect that. I respect
I
that.
was after that tough game, GG's.
Yep.
We'll probably see you in 2023.
Ah,
I
all
mean, but
right, man.
I think we would have lost though. I don't think it dead y'all playoff chances because the Seahawks
It
want to get
makes
their
it
doors blown
harder,
off.
man, because
It'll make it a
Detroit's
lot
coming
harder
up right now.
because y'all still got to play Philly again.
Yeah, but that's the last game of the season. So I mean, Philly
Yeah,
probably
it
won't be
might
playing their
flinch by then.
starters.
What y'all play?
We play the Colts. We play Minnesota. We play Philly again. Yeah.
That's nasty.
I mean, I'm
Y'all gotta
confident.
have this. There. Y'all gotta have this.
That's what I'm saying. We need this win.
We play Cleveland. We play San Fran. We won't lose San Fran. I've already got my notion of that. It's not happening. Cleveland, they're beatable, and then it's Dallas. They probably clinch the 5th seed. They're gonna play backups. I'm not really worried about that. I'm
Okay.
gonna see Cooper Rush, and I deserve revenge. Or Cooper, or Rush to Cooper.
So, like we were saying, game is on the line. The season is on the line. Both teams need to get it done. Who's gonna come out with the win? I believe it's the Giants. You already know Tone got Washington. Let
Yes,
us know what
sir.
you guys think because this is gonna be a good one, man. I love when the
Comment down
NFC is
below,
good,
baby.
man. It feels good to have the NFC East back, man. I mean, despite everything, bro, I hope you guys have a good game. And yeah, let us know your thoughts below. Tone, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
It's gonna be a tough one, man. I
Yeah.
would not be surprised if the Giants come up on top. I would not be surprised if the Commanders win this game. It's gonna be a tough one. Get ready, get ready, get your defibrillators. Get ready, get your your first aid kit ready. The defibrillators and everything.
Yeah.
This is coming down to the wire.
Oh,
This
it
is one of those
is.
games that's gonna come down to a game-winning field goal, a strip sack late in the game, a pick, some weird fumble exchange type of lateral bull crap. It's gonna come down to one of those weird things, man. Onside kick, one of those things. So
Yep.
get ready for a heart attack on Sunday. Not a literal one. Not a
Yeah.
literal one. I don't wish that on nobody. My mom had a heart condition. I don't wish that on nobody. But get ready for a very, very high intensity football game. It's gonna be a hit workout.
Yep.
Enjoy.
It is.
enjoy your hit workout in the house, sipping your Stella Artois. Enjoy our Sunday night football, man. And subscribe to Hit Squad, man. Appreciate it for having you on.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for making the time, man. Definitely enjoy it. You guys can find Protech Sports Network's channel and Twitter in the description box below. And we'll see you guys on the next video.
Squad.